Hey guys, welcome back. Hope Tuesday went well, pretty easy. Thursday shouldn't be too much harder, but we're going back. We're a couple things we haven't done in a while. So for the Unit Kosher Day 2. So here we go. So my buddy said, the cop pulled me over and he said, papers. I yelled, scissors, and then drove off. Thank God he didn't say rock, because he would have been covered and lost. But I'm bummed. Okay, so I wasn't gonna go visit my family in December, but my mom promised me to make eggs Benedict. I'm like, so yes, awesome. And so I'm going home for the holidays. I know you were waiting for that one, but no. Okay, here we go. So 8-140 triangles at the right are similar, so we're dealing with similar triangles. And what they want us to do is they want us to find x, y, and then the ratio of the perimeters. So let's see if we can find x first. First job, figure out which ones are corresponding. So I noticed these two are in the same position, these two, and then these two. So since I'm focused on x, what I do know to help me is the 4 and the 7. So I have 7 is to the 4 as x, so 7 is to the 4 as x is to the 9. Now, if the numbers jive, you can do these a lot of different ways. If they don't, like this, I would just cross multiply and divide. 4 times x is 4x. 9 times 7 is 63. Divide by 4. Divide by 4. So x equals 4 goes into there once. 23 times. So 4 goes into there 5. And we have x is 15.75. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. Now we got to find y. So let's use the same thing. I'm going to do my work up here. 7 is to the 4 as y is to the 7. Okay, so 4 times y is 4y. 7 times 7 is 49. Divide by 4. So y equals, goes into there once, goes into there twice. So I get 12.25. Now it says find the ratio of the perimeters. Okay, so this perimeter was 4 and 7 are 11, plus that is 20. And this perimeter is 7 plus these two. So 15, that's 27, 28, so it's 35. So the ratio of the perimeters is 35 over 20. Pretty easy. Figure out what the perimeter is, and we go with it. Okay, 8-142. At the farmer's market, where I bought 3 pounds of heirloom tomatoes. If the tomatoes are priced at $8 for 5 pounds, what did she pay? So I know I have $8 for 5 pounds. I want to know how much we pay for 3 pounds. So you could go find a unit rate and then multiply it by 3, or we can crisscross applesauce. No, that's kindergarten. Let's just do cross multiply and divide. So we have 5x equals 24. Divide by 5. X equals, that goes into there 4 times, and 4/5. But remember, we're talking about money at this point. So 4/5 of a dollar is 80 cents. So it'd be $4.80. So notice that 3 is a little more than halfway, because 2.5. So this has got to be a little bit more than half. So that makes sense. Any questions? Okay? And lastly, it says Matt moved triangle A, which is this one right here, to triangle B. Okay? And he did it in 3 moves. He wrote the following steps. They want us to figure out the final move. So it says slide the triangle up 3 units. So we slid it up 3 units. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So this was the first move. So that's this one in red. Then it says, reflect the triangle across y is 4. So reflect it across y. So this is the y-axis. Here's 4, which means I got to flip it down. So this one comes down to here. This comes down to, stays right there. So now my triangle is like this. So that's this move. So what's the last move then? Okay, we have a couple ways to write it. So it moved 1. I heard somebody say it moved 1 to the left. Okay, so we could say slide 1 unit left. We could say that in the xy, we want all the y's to stay the same, but we want the x's to go down 1. So we could say x minus 1 y, because we want it to slide over that way. Or we could actually use, instead of slide, okay, we could say translate. Okay, like a translation. Okay, so you remember these are transformations. So we translated, okay, x minus 1. Or translated 1 to the left. All of those are good answers. Pretty easy? Okay, your turn. So you have some more triangles here. And I'll move this up. So you have some similar triangles. Find A, B in the ratio, scientific notation and standard forms. Okay, and then solve this system. So right now what you're going to want to do is pause this, write all that down, do it. We'll give you some time to do that, and then unpause it, and I'll be back with the answers. So pause it. Hey, welcome back. So you guys got all your work done. Let's check your answers. So we have A should have been 13.5. B should have been 7.5. And you should have gotten 60.5 over 33. And then for the, here you should have gotten 2.3456 times 10 to the negative 6. Here, 2.9876 times 10 to the 14th. And then once you solved your system, you should have gotten 4. Now I fraction busted with the system and multiplied everything by 6. Okay, so here's my work down here. I'll move that up for you. There you go. That's a little bit better. And so you can see the work. Thanks, guys. I know this is a pretty quick lesson. And then be ready for Friday's formative/summative, which will be on Canvas. Not Google Forms. It's going to be on Canvas. It'll be a Canvas quiz. See you guys later. See you next week.